Welcome to another edition of the Turnpike Sports Book Report. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're here to give you a whip-around look at some of the latest news coming out of the gaming and sports betting industry. This week in our state and national reports, we continue discussing the December and January numbers that are coming out.
Okay.
Deals, we've got golf deals and football deals to discuss.
Nice. All right.
Industry updates, we've got licenses and launches to go through. And in our legislative roundup, we've got bills to talk about from Massachusetts, Hawaii, and New Hampshire.
I heard about Hawaii. Interesting.
That'll be interesting. Very interesting. We'll be right back to start talking state and national reports.
The IRS has collected over $1 billion in past due taxes this year, and they're aggressively targeting more taxpayers. Don't wait until the IRS comes knocking. Our team is here to help you resolve your tax debts before things escalate. Every tax situation is unique, and so is our approach. We tailor solutions to fit your specific needs, giving you the personalized attention you deserve. The IRS has resumed collection enforcement. Don't wait until it's too late. Our team can help you resolve your tax issues before liens, levies, or passport restrictions kick in. Behind on filing taxes? We specialize in getting you back on track by filing past returns and negotiating with the IRS. Does the IRS claim that you owe money that you don't have? We fight to lower your tax debt to an amount that you can afford. United Tax Fix. Expert help, personalized service, and the peace of mind you deserve.
Call 800-852-6985. That's 800-852-6985.
Welcome back to the Turnpike Sports Book Report. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're going to continue our journey through the month of December, starting off this week with the state of Kentucky. State of Kentucky's December sports betting report. The retail books of Kentucky finished in the red for the second time out of the last 3 months.
Okay.
Minus $51,000 in the red, to be exact.
All right.
We've got Fanatics and Circa setting operator records for monthly handle, though.
Yeah, I keep forgetting Circa is in Kentucky.
Yes. But it kind of tells you when you're seeing record handles and we're seeing other retail books finishing in the red, it kind of tells you the hold may be a little skewed somewhere.
Smart bettors, I guess. I don't know. Who knows?
Yes.
We have to take a deep dive into some of these numbers, and it's. I guess people smarter than us will figure out the numbers and break down the numbers.
We'll save that for another show, a deep dive.
A deep dive, yeah. Turnpike Sports deep dive.
There you go.
There you go.
Staying with the alliteration, we're going to Kansas.
All right.
We've got December sports betting report from the state of Kansas. All-time mobile handle for the state, past $5 billion. Mm-hmm. State's retail books, third monthly loss of the year, another negative retail.
It's I don't know. There's a lot of retail books. That's the one
Retail's
thing.
hurting. Retail's hurting.
Online is so convenient. It's always there, and and if you win, it's directly put into your account. You don't have to do anything. It's a double-edged sword. You get what some of the workers feel about online casinos. That's the big thing. That hey, if they're online casinos, then people won't go to the casinos. They got a point.
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't think it's as bad as some people present it to be, but that's an issue. That's an issue. Gaming outfitters are making money, but it's the way they're making money.
Yeah. So. Well, again, in the gaming industry, the one forgotten component all the time is the retail side of everything.
Yeah.
All this fascination with online sports betting, online casinos,
every
online
commercial,
poker now.
every commercial I see is people's looking at their phones. No one's in the sports book.
DraftKings says state record 4 consecutive months with at least $100 million in monthly handle. Moving over to the state of New Hampshire, we've got their December sports betting report. All-time handle for the state past $3.5 billion.
All right.
Going down to Arkansas. We don't talk Arkansas too much.
You have some very interesting states right now.
I know.
Kentucky, Kansas, New Hampshire, now Arkansas?
Yes.
All right.
Arkansas's December sports betting report, all-time handle for the state past $1.25 billion.
All right.
State also reported its third straight month with at least $60 million in monthly handle.
Okay.
State's retail books lost money. $127,000 loss.
It's wintertime. I just got back from New England, and it is bitter cold up there. I mean, it is just insanely cold.
Well, we're here in Arkansas.
I know, but still, it's one of those things. It's wintertime. Arkansas, it gets cold in Arkansas.
Yeah, I know.
People, don't want to go out in bad weather or cold weather. So, I understand that completely. So, I think that's what you're seeing,
Finishing up the segment, we're going to New York State.
Okay.
Week ending January 26th, state's all-time handle passed $60 billion.
Wow. Okay.
Fiscal year-to-date handle passed $19.5 billion. Fiscal year-to-date revenue passed $1.8 billion. Why am I differentiating fiscal versus year-to-date? Fiscal is only starting in April.
Yeah.
They go April to April with the fiscal year, so it's not even a full year.
I know. It's just, we're seeing numbers from other states and we do New York, and it's just mind-boggling.
Six straight weeks of at least $500 million in weekly handle, but it's also the third consecutive week of under $600 million. They had a streak of $600 million handles for the last couple of weeks. This week ended, it was just under $600 million.
Again, based on our discussion from before, we wouldn't see these numbers in New York if it wasn't for mobile. These numbers are incredible because they started mobile. I mean, it's just, that's the way it is. I guess that's the kind of society we live in. Everything's mobile, everything's
instantaneous,
and you do everything from your couch.
Don't even want to travel anymore to these retail places.
Well, look, I understand it too. Yeah. And by the way,
again, New York State is freezing.
How many times have I? Yeah, New York is cold too, but the weather sucks. Yeah. I mean. But look, how many times have you gone to an actual retail sports book, and what are they doing? They're going around with people saying, "Hey, sign up for our app."
Yeah.
So, it's
The last time I went to a retail...
It's an interesting business situation. A lot of people are complaining that retail isn't making money, but at the retail, they have people going around signing people up for their app. So.
Well, let me tell you, the last time I went to a retail sports book, I used a different brand online sports book to place a bet, not the retail book.
So you were in a retail sports book of
one
brand, but you were betting
online,
from the seat on
another brand
from the seat in a sports book, betting on another sportsbook app.
Yeah.
Okay.
Says a lot right there.
Yeah.
FanDuel, $7.5 billion in fiscal year-to-date handle. Also 6 consecutive weeks with at least $200 million in weekly handle. And DraftKings passed $7 billion in fiscal year-to-date handle.
Okay.
So huge numbers for those two.
All right.
That's it for the state and national reports. We're going to start talking deals right now. We're going to start off our deal segment talking golf.
All right.
We have a golf deal. As a matter of fact, it's the PGA Tour again. Just last week, we had a PGA Tour news release regarding one deal. Here we've got a second deal by the PGA Tour. You can tell golf season's starting up.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited. This is the time of year I start talking about golf and really caring about golf and start watching more golf. And, I was driving close to our home, and it was the golf center around the corner from us opens March 1st, I think. They have the outdoor driving range, pitching range. Yeah, so I'm all excited.
Well, here we have Penn Entertainment announcing a new multi-year agreement with the PGA Tour, designating ESPN Bet as an official betting operator of the PGA Tour. Mm-hmm. Additionally, the PGA Tour, Penn Entertainment, and ESPN are launching a live betting stream on PGA Tour Live on ESPN+.
Wow, I love that.
ESPN Bet branded stream will provide key data, insights, live betting analysis, and also the new feed will stream not only on ESPN Plus and PGA Tour Live. You're going to be doing it as a pregame as well. There's going to be 2 hours worth of pre-match, pregame, whatever it is, pre-match for golf coverage, pre-event golf coverage leading up to the linear broadcast that's going on. You're going to be seeing Jonathan Coachman, Michael Collins, Matt Every, Graham DeLotte, I guess his name is. Don't know that one, but they're going to be presenting the content and discussing the matches coming up.
Okay, 2 things. It's called a round of golf. And number 2, does anyone call them betcasts anymore?
No.
Is that a bad term now? Should I never use the term betcast? I love when golf did the betcast. It was actually one of the first betcasts I've ever seen a couple years ago. I think it was
PointsBet and NBC Sports. When NBC Sports had the NBC Sports
Peacock.
Edge.
Was it Peacock?
No, it was NBC Sports Edge.
Okay. Yeah. So that was one of the first betcasts I've ever, and I really liked it. It had a ton of information coming at you, and I always say, golf is one of those great in-play betting sports because the pace is perfect.
And they're going to have hole-by-hole live betting talk as well as tournament market talk as well.
I love that. I love that.
On the BetCast. ESPN Bet and Penn will also have the rights to use PGA Tour marks as well as connect through fans through content and advertising within Tour Media and the partner platforms.
Okay. I'm going to keep calling them BetCast. I don't care
It's
what
easier to say that. Yeah.
ESPN or the PGA.
Branded streams are what they're being called now.
Branded streams.
Yes.
Okay. Boy, that's like marketing talk.
Yes. Moving over to the NFL, we got 2 NFL deals to discuss. We've got the NFL up in Canada. They've announced a partnership with Responsible Gambling Council in Canada to develop and implement a program to help Canadian university and college level students bet responsibly and educate them on the finer points of how to bet responsibly.
Good. Very important.
Interactive videos, content, meetings, all that stuff that's going to be going on. It's going to launch early in the 2025 spring semester with 8 schools, and then the full national rollout will happen after that.
Good. Okay, great.
Nice to see that. It'll be almost a mirror image of the United States versions.
Incredibly important.
Yes.
Incredibly important.
Staying in the NFL, we've got BetRivers Sportsbook announcing a deal with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, okay.
Just in time for the Super Bowl, they had launched this. They are offering fans using the BetRivers Sportsbook a chance at quote-unquote unique experiences.
Okay.
Fan experiences will bring opportunities for BetRivers customers to gain access to special events with their favorite NFL team.
Nice.
And since this is the press release listed by the Philadelphia Eagles, their favorite NFL team happens to be the Philadelphia Eagles.
Hey, look at that.
Yes.
What a coincidence.
Special online games, as well as there's a special area in Lincoln Financial Field for VIP bettors. Over at BetRivers, there's the BetRivers Lounge as well in the stadium. So everybody's going to be able to take part in some sort of special experience, Eagles-wise, for BetRivers Sportsbook.
Okay, great.
Last story of the week, we've got Spribe.
Spribe.
It's a iGaming company.
All right.
They have announced a multi-year sponsorship deal with TKO Group Holdings.
All right.
TKO is the parent company of the WWE and the UFC.
Okay.
They're going to integrate branding for Spribe's Aviator brand game throughout UFC events, WWE events. So it's going to be pretty much a huge deal for Spribe, getting their Aviator game in front of a whole new audience.
Sure.
The demographics mesh very well with the game and the audience for both leagues, so it kind of is a perfect match.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's it for the deals. We're going to start talking industry updates right after this.
Sometimes life is wonderful, and sometimes it's not. Cherish the good, but always be prepared for life's challenges. At Private Healthcare, we provide the peace of mind you deserve. With Private Healthcare, you'll get the coverage you want and healthcare you need. If your employer doesn't supply healthcare coverage and you don't qualify for Medicare or Medicaid, you need to give us a call right now. Private Healthcare is private health insurance for ages 65 and under with medical, dental, vision, and even prescription coverage. When life comes at you unexpectedly, you need to be ready, and health insurance is your financial safety net. Health insurance has never been so easy and affordable. If you're looking for health coverage at the best price and your annual household income is $35,000 or more, give us a call at 800-733-6860. 800-733-6860.
Welcome back to the Turnpike Sports Book Report. Doug Weischadle with Dave Weischadle here. We're going to start off our industry updates in the state of New York. the New York State Gaming Commission, and we have a fuller discussion of this on an upcoming episode of Turnpike Sports, so please check that out.
Yep.
The New York State Gaming Commission confirmed it will allow DraftKings subscription product at DraftKings Sportsbook Plus, where people pay $20 a month to get enhanced odds for parlay betting.
I think take a close look at this, because if this is pretty successful, I think you might see a lot of betting operators, do something like this.
Yes, and also the commission stated that subscription fees would not be taxed as wagering revenue, so they are exempt from that 51%.
See, look at that.
But the wagers placed on it will be part of the 51%.
I would understand
it's a two-level discussion there.
But I think this is going to be all eyes are going to be on this to see how this works out and see if this is successful and if people really jump on this kind of a product, because if this is great, you're going to see other operators start doing something like this.
I'm just more curious if it's going to be a handful of select states offering this or all jurisdictions.
Well,
it's going to be interesting to watch.
It's going to be commission by commission. Other state gaming commissions are going to look at this too.
That's what I'm wondering, if it's going to be a national rollout or a state by state.
I think you're going to see
decision.
state by state kind of decision.
Speaking of state by state, we're going over to the state of Arizona, where we have BetCris launching in the state, the first U.S. state for the first licensed and regulated state for the operator. BetCris is operated under the Planetech Corporation platform, which is also the same platform Prime Sportsbook uses.
Yep. So I by the way, if you asked people a couple of months ago in the betting industry if this would happen, if BetCris would be launched as a licensed operator in any state, they'd probably say, no, you're crazy.
No,
but this is big news.
I hope this is sort of the first domino in the unregulated, the offshore books coming in as licensed regulators. Maybe we'll see more following this pattern.
Maybe, but
I think everyone's going to watch to see how BetCris does in the market.
Yeah, absolutely. This is going to be this is huge news in the betting industry, and everyone's pretty surprised and pretty excited. So we'll see how this goes.
And BetCris is operating under agreement with the San Carlos Apache Tribal Gaming Enterprise in the state of Arizona.
Okay.
Staying with the online side of the industry, we've got Penn Entertainment in Michigan announcing the launch of its standalone Hollywood online casino app in the state. This was earlier than expected. It was all due to the fact that the launch in Pennsylvania for the Hollywood online casino app happened earlier than expected.
Yeah, that's great.
Pennsylvania was supposed to happen early 2025. It actually happened in December of 2024, which pushed up the timetable for everything else.
Well, all these launches, other states have launched, so these operators are getting very good at bringing their product to market a lot earlier. So good for them.
Staying in Michigan, we've got the Michigan Gaming Control Board issuing a cease and desist letter to MyBookie. MyBookie is an offshore gaming operator. MyBookie.ag is its actual handle for it.
Okay.
The investigation by the Gaming Control Board in Michigan found that MyBookie violated 3 state laws because it offered online-style casino games and accepted payments through various methods from customers, all of which violated Michigan state law.
Okay, all right.
This is similar to what they sent over to Bovada recently as well. We're waiting to see what Bovada does. But both of these have now gotten cease and desist from the Gaming Control Board.
You'll probably see a lot more in the coming months, cease and desist letters.
Moving out,
lots of gaming lawyers making a lot of money.
Yes. Moving out to the state of Washington, we've got Rush Street Interactive announcing that the retail book at the Swinomish Casino and Lodge in Washington has been opened. That's in partnership with the Swinomish Indian Tribal Community. Different setup here. Rush Street is the service provider for the retail book. It's going to be managed by the Swinomish Native American community, which is different than a lot of other deals that are out there. They'll retain their autonomy in operating that book. There's also going to be plans to launch an online version at some point in the state.
Great.
Moving over to New Jersey and staying with the online industry here, we've got iGaming content provider Spinominal. Like phenomenal, but Spinominal. Yep. Made its U.S. debut. It launched in New Jersey, so we've got a brand new suite of online casino games coming across the state to several different platforms.
We were talking about online before. My phone is getting too packed with these online casino and online sports betting apps. So I wonder if my phone is going to explode at one point.
Well, the great thing about this deal is you don't have to put another platform on your phone. It's going to be integrated into other platforms.
Okay.
It's a provider of games.
Oh, okay, good.
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Good.
Yes.
Very efficient for me.
Going out to Nevada, we've got Westgate, Las Vegas. The Westgate, Las Vegas announced the opening of the Westgate station on the Vegas Loop.
Oh, okay.
The Vegas Loop connects Westgate, Las Vegas Resort and Casino to the Las Vegas Convention Center, as well as many other stops once the loop is up and running completely.
See, I think that's great, especially I know a lot of people go out there in the summertime and complain about the heat and trying to move around in that heat, and this will, I'm sure, help.
You know what the biggest surprise I have?
Hopefully, I'm sure it's air conditioned.
Well, when I talk to people about Vegas walking around, they are shocked that nothing is that close to each other. So the the loop will help with
it's
that.
It's not like,
Yeah, it's not really walking distance of a lot of things.
Yeah. I mean,
They're shocked.
To compare it to Atlantic City, there are some casinos that are connected by a walkway. So it's,
you have that
it's one of
there,
those
but
things,
not as often not as much as Atlantic
City. It's more spread out than people think.
Two quick stories to finish up here with. We've got Rush Street Interactive again.
Okay.
Gift and Go announced the official launch at 3 Rush Street gaming properties. We have Rivers Casino Schenectady, Rivers Pittsburgh, Rivers Philadelphia.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Basically, Gift and Go's technology integrates with Konami's casino operating systems, which elevates the casino rewards programs.
Great.
Basically, players can redeem their points from playing right into a retail store where they can actually order their prizes and have it delivered to them.
Nice.
That's
Okay,
Gift
I
and
like
Go.
that.
That's Gift and Go.
That's another app. I have a Caesars app with my Caesars other casinos, and I hooked in my rewards. So when I'm done playing my casino apps, I look at my Caesars Casino Rewards Program app, and I see how much I've earned.
2 more Rivers properties will have this Gift and Go technology in early 2025 here.
Good.
Last story, we have going back up to Alaska for a quick update on the Eklutna Village.
Oh, yeah. Okay, what's
they
going on
have
there?
opened a temporary modular building that houses, let's see, let me get it right here. 8 people can currently play at the machines at any one time in the modular building. It's basically invitation only right now.
Is this kind of like one of those white, I hate to say trailer, but it was a white kind of...
It's not an annex. It's one
not
of
an
the...
annex kind of thing, no?
It looks like a big tent kind of thing. You know, one of those...
I mean, if only 8 people can play in there.
Yeah, it's not a big thing. It's not a huge
thing.
Big. No,
okay.
But they had a soft opening, and they're going to be planning for the permanent property down the road here. But this is open right now. Let's see, we've got the permanent structure will take up 58,000 square feet. There'll be parking spaces, up to 1,000 gaming machines in it.
Wow. Okay.
2 food and beverage venues, and there's going to be seating for around 200 people in those venues.
That will do insanely well in Alaska when that opens. So
that's
good for them.
That's it for the industry updates. We're going to finish up with our legislative roundup. Finishing up our show here, we got our legislative roundup. We're starting up in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, where a pair of bills were filed that basically I don't think really have too much of a shot to go forward. But we'll see. SD 2428 aims to ban wagering on political elections and outcomes. That one may have some legs.
I think that one will be fine.
But SD 1657 is basically a Massachusetts version of the Safe Bet Act. Prohibit in-play and prop bets, set wagering limits without affordability checks. That's a qualification for the wagering limits. Create affordability checks and limit wagers up to 15% of a person's bank account. Prohibit ads during televised sports events. Eliminate compensation based on a patron's wagering, and add bonuses, SGPs, and more to unfair and deceptive practices. Kind of hard to pass that one.
Yeah, no,
there's a lot there.
Like I said last time, I mean, January, February, you're going to see a lot of bills with a lot of stuff in there that has no shot at passing, but they're just throwing it out there.
Moving over to the great state of Hawaii. We've got 3 separate sports betting bills being introduced. Again, uphill battle in Hawaii.
Sure.
Very hard to pass anything gaming related.
They don't even have a lottery.
No.
So
But SB 1572 aims to establish a legal, safe, and regulated framework for sports wagering and establish the Hawaii State Sports Wagering Commission.
Okay.
HB 1308 and its Senate counterpart, SB 1569, I'm reading all these numbers here, will give the Department of Business, Economic Development, and Tourism the authority to regulate sports betting. SB 1507 would establish the Hawaii Lottery and Gaming Corporation to conduct and regulate lottery, poker, and casino games.
You know,
Don't see any of that going through.
well, Hawaii is going to be fascinating to look at because when you're looking at a state, it's a blank slate. Not a state, a slate, because they have nothing and they're starting from ground zero, and it'll be fascinating to watch them grow. And I think at one point they're going to have at least a lottery. And I always say, boy, casinos would be great on Hawaii because they have the resorts. It'll be absolutely beautiful and amazing.
And the golf courses, all that
golf
stuff.
Courses, but you know, it's going to be interesting to watch Hawaii grow like this.
You know, I never would. I would always say no to Hawaii passing anything, but now that we have Alaska doing a gaming hall, you don't know. Last story is New Hampshire. We're going back up to the not Commonwealth, but New Hampshire, state of New Hampshire. We got the House Ways and Means Committee for New Hampshire declining to move forward on HB 83, which would have raised the legal betting age to 21. It's currently 18.
Oh, okay.
They are still one of the 4 jurisdictions that allow 18-year-olds. Kentucky, Wyoming, and D.C. are still the only other jurisdictions that allow 18-year-olds to bet.
That's interesting.
Yes.
So,
the phrasing was, let me get it right, the bill was inexpedient to legislate.
Okay. That's
a fancy way of saying dead bill.
Nope. They're saying no.
Well, that's it for this week's Turnpike Sports Book Report. As always, there's been a ticker flying by below us on TV with additional news stories that we didn't have a chance to cover in this half hour. We've got domestic, international gaming news, as well as entertainment and food news is mixed in with the ticker there. And as always, Monday morning, when this show is released, there will be a full print version of the Turnpike Sports Book Report on our blog, turnpikesports.us. Click on the blog button. You'll see stories we talked about, some stories that are in the ticker, and other stories we didn't have a chance to talk about anywhere else on the blog there. Press releases, announcements, info at turnpikesportsradio.com.
And that'll do it for us this week. We'll see you next time on the Turnpike.